Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good, and you, as a player, just purchased yourself a Tusken and or Jawa bundle, and you're wondering, what do I do with these guys? Where do I use them? What's happening? What's going on? The first thing I'm going to say here, we're going to take a look at the counters and what's going on. Out of everything Tusken and Jawa wise, the most common thing you're going to be using them for in Grand Arena, and I'm specifically talking about Grand Arena, they don't really apply anywhere else in the game. These are not teams that are broadly and widely used, although you do need Jawa to get Jabba unlocked. You do need Urur for Jabba and Tusken Raider for Lord Vader. I might have that reversed. Either way, you need those guys to get those farms done. That's where this really falls in for the most place. But and the Jawas were for the Crate Dragon Raid a while ago. So where can you use these teams in Grand Arena? We're going to start off with the basics here. Then we're going to take a look at the counters. The number one thing to remember is that Tusken Raider has a Grand Arena Omicron for 3v3 Grand Arenas. I have not applied it yet. This is something I'll do down the road. This is the primary place for either one of these teams to use them in Grand Arena is going to be this 3v3 Omicron on Tusken Raider. And let's go take a look at those counters right now over here, SWGOH.gg. I will pump it again, as we always do for these counters. Who do they counter? What counters them? Go to SWGOH.gg, sign up for Grand Arena Insight. I've been told it's only $2 a month. I feel like it's $10 a month. I don't know, whatever. It's worth it if you want to do anything in Grand Arena. I've got these Tuskens pulled up here for 3v3. You can see them on defense over here. The biggest team that comes out, the most one that makes the most sense is Tusken Chieftain, Tusken Warrior, and Tusken Raider, okay? This is where we're going to spend most of our time on this 3v3 because all the other stuff's going to be just a little bit. You can see when this team is on defense, this is everything except Kyber. This is not Kyber right now, okay? When this team is on defense, the win percentage is only 45%, just under 45%. People struggle with this team, yours truly included. What happens is Tusken Raider throws out a duplicate Tusken Raider. They both taunt, and they revive every time you kill them, basically. Well, not basically, that's what happens. So you have to have a team that can get around taunt, a team that can do AoE, and find other ways to kill this team. If you kill the other two, then they'll stop taunting, and you can kill them from there. So you can see Gas is a good counter to Tusken Raiders if you got a 3v3 Gas team. Wampa is not 27%, more Gas there. The best one is just the classic 5s and Rex. That's just your classic Gas team. Arc and Echo come after that. CLS is not doing very well here at all. You've got Darth Revan at 69%, sorry. I went down instead of up there. Starkiller is only at 55%. That's crazy. That's crazy. Starkiller is only at 55% against this Tusken. And by the way, I'm not even checking for Omicrons. All these teams have Omicrons. Nobody's putting it out there if it doesn't. And if they are, it's going to be a small sample of their percentage here. Just look through these teams. These teams are really struggling, and if you're looking for an offensive counter, your best one that we've seen so far is going to be Traya, Nihilus, and Savage Opress. That's the best counter here for Tuskens, other than Gas. So Gas, Traya, Darth Revan's doing a good job. Starkiller is 50%. Traya without Savage is less than 50%. Bounty Hunters here, that's actually okay. 50% for Bosk, Boba Fett, and Jango Fett. That's not so bad. Jedi Knight Revan is doing okay at 61% because he can, mark one of the non-Tusken taunts and get them knocked out repeatedly. Admiral, these are some big teams. Of course, Kylo kills it. Of course, Jedi Master Luke, not only 93%. There's about to me, that's probably about 4 to 5% great mods, or something's going on with the mods. Are really bad for Jedi Master Luke and really good for the Tuskens. Maybe a great Omicron on the Tuskens or something. And about 2%, your girlfriend or wife walks by and taps on your phone because they're annoyed that you're not listening to them. Listen to the ladies. I'm just telling you, if they're talking to you, if you're a lady out there, make a comment below. Let us know you're tired of us not listening to you. My wife looked up something today, said my husband's superpower is staring me directly in the face and not hearing one word that I'm saying to him. And that is a broadly based superpower for males. I'm just letting you know. Kylo is killing it. There's more tapping on the screen there. Somebody lost one battle. Tap, tap, tap. Java's 100%. That's probably really fast. Nah, I don't think that's really fast. Let's take a look at some of those battles here. Let's see, 56 seconds. It goes pretty well. That's a pretty low gear. If this is a regular 1 minute 50 seconds, maybe the ladies didn't have enough time to tap the phone on there. More Starkiller team. Well, that's not Starkiller. It's just Palpatine and Mara. you can just see that getting rid of Tuskens takes an investment from your opponent. This is why a lot of people put it on the back wall, that back bottom wall. Make them go through some of these teams on the front wall. Make them use their Galactic Legends up front and make them use their Traya up front. They get to the back wall and they're like, oh, crap, it's Tuskens, and I got nothing for it. The 3v3 Tuskens with the Omicron and Tusken Raider really go on that back wall, and man, they will cause you problems. You can see all the teams that counter them here. Very few of them are high percentage except for Gas and Traya and Galactic Legends. That just tells you a lot about how effective this team is on a 3v3 defense. And you may have bought this bundle and you're sitting down in Carbonite. You throw this thing into a Carbonite defense, you could probably even put it on the front wall and make your opponent's life a living hell. Now let's go take a look at this team on offense and see what they're doing over there. And here's that Tusken team, that 3v3 on offense. They're winning at a 76% clip, crushing Geos, crushing CLS. That's a great CLS counter for you. If you're running into him on defense, probably at those lower levels of Grand Arena, and you just bought that Tusken bundle, get that Zeta Omicron applied, and just crush your CLS opponents. There's more Geos. Only 29% against Revan. Not working really well there when Malik's on the team. Killing Phoenix. These are teams you're going to see in Grand Arena 3v3 like Chromium, Bronzium, Carbonite. Tuskens are going to be a great counter for them on offense. I still like them mostly on defense, though. That's really their best home. Jedi Knight Revan, even taking out that team. That's interesting. That team succeeds. It's like 65% or whatever against Tuskens on defense, and the Tuskens on offense are winning at 84% against that team on defense. So really interesting to see kind of the juxtaposition of Jedi Knight Revan there. Killing Starkiller. That's really amazing. 60% against Starkiller. That's something special right there. That is something you guys will be able to use in 3v3 Grand Arena, I would bet, at those levels. Taking care of Finn with Zori Bliss down there. Not doing well against Traya. We saw Traya was really good against those Tuskens. Performing here against the Bounty Hunters. 50% against a Captain Rex with Clones team. That's a great 3v3 team as well. Padme, it's okay. We're starting to fade a little bit, but the Geos, CLS, Traya without Savage Opress is just a wide open target. Hey, killing Grievous if you don't have Wampa on there, I don't think that's a good use. You can use Wampa. You can use a lot of teams against Grievous. That's not a great usage. Gas is even 36% there. This team performs. When there's no Malik, it's killing Darth Revan. It's killing Night Sisters. These Tuskens really perform at a high level on offense in 3v3 Grand Arena, and as we showed before, a high level on defense. This is a great team for you that you just purchased. You just got to get a Zeta and Omicron added to Tusken Raider down there, and you need the Zetas, and you need the stuff on the other two as well. You need to apply all of the Zetas and gear, and you know, we assume you're using some Datacrons and some mods or whatever. Let's not just say that there's no other Zetas. You got to apply the stuff to make these things work. But these guys are crushing so many teams for you. Imperial Troopers taking them out. Dash Rendar goes down. Inquisitors go down. More Phoenix there. What else is going down here? What else is going? A mirror match. Ooh, that's a really bad mirror match type matchup, right? Look at that. 22%. That's brutal. That's brutal. And they're just making you hit the taunt the whole time. You're not getting around taunt with that team. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us, man. These are some great matchups, really doing a lot for you on offense. Now, what about the Jawas? We're gonna look at a 5v5 with Jawas, see what's going on with them. I don't really know. There's some counters and old stuff out there. Let's go take a look. Okay, here we go with Jawas, and not much going on here. 96% win rate on defense. Everyone's beating Jawas. They have some cool mechanics. Defense is not the place to put them. And I will let you know, I tried to do a search for a Ray lead with Jawas on the team. That's a classic, you know, an old school like team to put out there. And I got nothing. I found nothing on that. No one is currently fielding Ray, Galactic Legend Ray, with Jawas on her team. If you've got Jawa Scavenger and you want to think about something, you put everybody except Jawa out there. You put Jawa Scavenger, Chief Nebbit, Dathcha, and Jawa Engineer out there with Ray. Sometimes you can get some things done. That's a classic team back when Ray first came out that people were using on defense. If you're sitting with you don't have a lot of confidence in your Ray team and you just bought a Jawa bundle, try it out. See if you have some success out there in defense. Let's see what the Jawas are doing on offense. And here are our Jawas on offense, winning at almost a 57% clip, which is higher than I expected. Now, this includes, I'm including Kyber on this. So if you took Kyber out, Kyber was like 46%. It would probably be more like 60% win rate for Jawas. So they do have some uses for you on offense and Grand Arena. Just don't put them on defense. They're just going to get squashed. But on offense, hey man, they're taking care of Geos. You think about it, The Geos are constantly in cycle, taking turns, attacking out of turn, just attacking in general. Every time they attack, we're adding thermals to them, and then they just blow themselves up. So that's the biggest way to... Jawas are going to be a great counter for you for Geos, now that you've got them here. As far as Zetas and stuff on Jawas, I don't think any of them actually have a Zeta, do they? So I don't think you need to apply Zetas, but you do want to get them upgraded. If you're going to do this, get all their Omegas on them to get that working right. Not really working against Grievous, are working against other Jawas. Jawa versus Jawa carnage there. That's pretty rough. Ewoks, 38%. I might think that'd be a little bit higher because the Ewoks attack out of turn and do a lot of attacking as well, but I guess the Ewoks can get ahead of it enough to really make your life suck there. Hey, a Solo versus Grievous. This might be the way to use Jawas, is as a cleanup type of team. You got a Solo Grievous out there, let's drop them and get them cleared off. There might see some more solos here as we go. 45% against the Phoenix without Rex. This is interesting. 60% against the Phoenix with Rex, and think about that. With Rex, the entire team is assisting every time they use a special ability because he passes that to everybody. So they attack a lot more under Rex, which makes them really effective on offense. But on defense, Jawas can come in and try them out. Give it a run, man. Check your speed mods. Make sure you're in good shape there. Maybe you got a better Datacron. You can take out those Phoenix on defense with your Jawas now. That's not a bad use at all, especially at lower levels. I bet that's super successful down below when the mods aren't great. Doing okay against Mon Mothma? Are you sensing a theme here? The Jawas are doing really well against older teams, or even Captain Rex makes a new Phoenix team. Teams that attack a lot out of turn. Teams that do a lot of assisting, and the characters in the team attack you over and over again. Assist. Every time they assist, they're getting thermals added to them, and they're blowing themselves up. So keep that in mind as you're going. Taking Jawas in on offense, there's more Jawa carnage there. Other than that, other than those assisting teams, this is weird. Who did this? At least 16 people fielded a Poggle lead That's weird. That's just weird. So keep that in mind, which is a little weird that the Ewoks are doing so. I guess Nisa's on the team. I'll bet without Nisa, they would just wipe out the Ewoks without much of a problem. So that's where we're going to use Jawas on offense. That Phoenix stuff is really intriguing to me, seeing the pace that's working at. Very, very interesting indeed. The Jawas are a counter to Phoenix. There you go. Cleaning up a solo Gas. Cleaning up a solo Jabba. Not so much. Not doing that. Cleaning up a solo Dengar. No. Dengar's tenacity kicking in there, baby. Very nice. Not against Rey, not against Galactic Legends, but there are other solos out there. Even Grievous with Dredica, that's not as good. So consider the Jawas. If you've got one character left that you're trying to clean up, they might be good to come in and clean it up. If you're fighting a team that's attacking out of turn a lot, and it's an older style team, or a Phoenix with Captain Rex on there, that might be a good place to use your Jawas on offense in Grand Arena. That's it, folks. I don't have a lot of other messages out there. Well, let's take a look at Tuskens 5v5 on offense. And we're back to everything except Kyber here. 56.93% win rate. Again, a little higher than I would expect. And look at the best counters here. This is a 5v5 Tusken team. They don't get the advantage of the Omicron here. Crushing General Grievous. Doing pretty well against the CLS team. That's something to keep in mind very nicely. And here, these guys are beating Phoenix too. I think what we're learning here is maybe Phoenix are going to go the way of the Dodo Bird being on defense. As far as Jawas and Tuskens beating them, a lot of people are going to have those Jawas and Tuskens now. Even 50% against Night Sisters as well out there on offense. Killing the Ewoks. Tuskens take out the Ewoks. I like these. This is nice. Mirror match. They're taking out the mirror match 100% against mirror. That's actually shocking. That's 100%. I would think there'd be some losses mixed in there. So there you go. It's Phoenix, it's Ewoks, no gas, Phasma, poopy kind of stuff there. Really effective stuff here. I think the most effective, look at that, 41% against Inquisitors. That's actually saying something with no Reva on the Inquisitors. I can't believe it beat a Starkiller team at all in any situation. So we're doing some stuff. Killing these older Galactic Republic teams, killing CLS, Mon Mothma, Ewoks, Phoenix with Captain Rex, 60% against the Bad Batch. So you've got some uses for the Tuskens on offense here in Grand Arena. Take a look. Not Padme. There's more Mon Mothma, not Reva. Taking out the Jawas. Congratulations. Taking out the Night Sister with a Saj lead. Who's doing that? Night Sisters without Marin at 71%. So you've got some options with 5v5 Tusken offense too if you come across some of these teams. And there you go. This is your Tuskens and Jawas. Who do they counter? Hope it helps all of you out today. I hope you all have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.